Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome. I am coming to you live today for our weekly. I committed to doing some weekly conversations with you. So I am here to stress the importance of elevating your business in this fourth and final quarter of 2022. Welcome Myrtle, welcome Earthmaid. Why don't you guys tell me where you're from? Go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Hey, Miss Brown, what's going on with you? So thank you guys for taking time out of your day to come in and spend with me. I appreciate the love as well. I am going to share with you 5 ways to revamp your business in this last quarter. This is the countdown. If you are an entrepreneur, if you're in your career, we need to reassess what we've done in 2021. We know 2020 gave us some headaches, okay? But if you made it through, you were blessed. And then in 2021, it started off rocky as well. But this last fourth quarter, this is your opportunity to bring out everything that you need and you have within you so that you can elevate and walk into 2022 on top. So these next couple of weeks, I'm going to be giving you some tips, some strategies, and all kind of stuff that you can use to help magnify and manifest your desires. Amen. Tuning in from Ohio, I am my father's daughter. What's going on? I think I remember you from Periscope, if I'm not mistaken. Myrtle, welcome from Birmingham. What's up? How are you? I think is that true? Am I my father's daughter? I think I remember you from Periscope. Maybe not. Someone else had that name as well. So thank you so much for tuning in throughout the country. And I hope this information allows you to manifest, because I'm all about prayer and manifestation in our lives and our business. And again, I won't be before you long because I am in the process of decorating. The unit right here is naked, and I'm going to put some clothes on it by decorating, of course. So 5 ways that you can begin to revamp your business immediately right now. First of all, you need to identify the weak spots in your business. Identify the weak spots. So what am I talking about, Nichelle? What are you talking about as far as weak spots are concerned? We all got weak spots. I got them in my life, in my business, and I'm trying to put I don't want to put no patches on nothing, because when you put patches on things, all it does is the problem is still there. That's you. Okay, yeah, I know that's right. I am my father's daughter. Okay. And hello and quickly moment. I think that's what that says there. So thank you so much for connecting with me over here as well, because we know after Periscope closed down, everybody just was scrambling. And that's why I always tell people, be on multiple platforms with your people. Have those email addresses. Connect with your people wherever they are. A lot of times people just stay on one platform. Not I. I'm on everything. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, wherever you are, I'm probably there too. But that's how you stay connected with your audience. And you never know who's in that audience that you can attract to your tribe. So all this year, again, I've been about manifesting, and God has been great, and I've been able to do that as well as magnify my business trifold. Okay, so I'm not telling you things that I know or think. I'm telling you things that have worked for me and that I have done. Okay, so with the weak spots, you don't want to put patches on those weak spots. And what do I mean by that? If you put patches on them, of course, they're going to be torn apart by some kind of way, and they'll never be fixed to the way that you need them to be. Hello, coach, the coach. I think that's what that says. They'll never be fixed the way that you want them to be. And where are weak spots in your business? They can be your systems. They can be your tools. They can be things that you utilize in your business that you thought will work, but they're not working. Not necessarily saying that you have to get rid of them, but you have to reassess them. And how do you reassess them? See if they're costing you money or making you money. Bottom line. If they're costing you money, then you need to see if you can utilize it in your business in a different way. We have to always understand repurposing. Repurposing content is so important, especially with time. Time is money and money is time. And you don't want to be wasting it doing things that are not manifesting and bringing income into your business. So identify those weak spots and sit down. This really is a planning day. Sit down, write everything down that you're spending money on, and see if it's brought you money back in. And if it's not, that's the time to reassess. Do you discontinue it or do you keep it? Okay. The next thing you want to do is reassess your business products. I was talking to a client the other day, and we were going through all her products that she has on her shelf. If you click the link in my bio, you'll see some of the products that I have. I have began to package them together because we're coming out with some new things. Hello, D. Beecham. How are you today? We're coming out with some new things. So some things we're going to not necessarily get rid of, but we're going to revamp them and put them in a package specifically by themselves. And this is like old material that's still valuable, but we can use it. So you want to reassess your products. If you have services, you want to see if those services are doing your business justice. How do you know if it's doing your business justice? I go back to my bottom line. If it ain't bringing you in dollars, it ain't bringing you any justice, okay? So you want to make sure and make certain that what you're working with, that is working for you, okay? What you're working with, that is working for you. So reassess those business products, those tools that you have in your toolbox to make sure that they're working and bringing in income. You also want to look at your pricing. Pricing is so important. I'm telling you, sometimes we undervalue our services. And how do we do that? You know, everybody not your customer. And I know you've heard that many times before. Everybody is not your customer. And once you get that in deep engraved into your soul and your spirit and in your business practices, you will understand. I don't want to work with everybody. Why? Because I don't have to. At this stage in my career, at this stage in my business, I don't have to work with everybody. And neither do you. Even when you're starting out, you need to be selective in who you choose to work with. Because sometimes people will waste your time if you allow them to. And in your business, when you're revamping it, you have to know who you're willing to work with and who you're not willing to work with, because you don't want to waste your time. All right. And you could be spending that time with somebody who's going to pay you your worth and your value. We all bring value, whether you're in your career or in your business. You have valuable things that you've learned, that you've done, that you've experienced, that somebody else wants to learn and want to do and want to experience. So realize that your time is money. And when I learned that, it changed my life. Even in my real estate business, which is my predominant business that brings me the most income, I've learned when a deal is a good deal, when somebody trying to sell their house because it's a piece of junk, but we buy junk. We buy junk and turn it around and make it beautiful. But you have to know that, and you have to understand that you can't say yes to everything. When you say yes to everything, you end up getting a lot of junk. You got to learn how to say no and be okay with that. And not care what people think. Is somebody else out there that needs your service, that what you have and what you do? You got to be okay with saying, that's not going to be a good match. And I've grown to be better at that, even after being in business 29 years. I've taken people because of I wanted to help, and realized that I can't help everybody, because if people don't help themselves, you can't help them either. So we have to realize everybody is not for us, and we're not for everybody. So reassess those business products. Look at your packaging. This is something that I've done. I started really looking at it more in depth in June. And I'm like, could I make this different? Can I make this better? Can I add this? Do I need to take away that? Does this package fit who I'm trying to attract? All right. Everybody is not attracted to the same thing. So once you identify who your people are, your tribe, your customer, your target audience, then you know if that package is suitable for them. People typically don't know what they need until you show them. Not necessarily always tell them. You have to show them where there are loopholes that they're missing. So reassess your business products. You also want to look at that pricing, packaging, your content. I have a blog. I have a vlog, my YouTube channel. I have this. I have multiple things that I'm on. And each platform I'm on, there's different people that need different things. I've learned that as well. And so when I'm talking to clients on different platforms, the first thing that I ask them is, what can I do for you? Now, I see people in my stories all the time. They tag you in your message, say they want to work with you, and they never come through. Move on, okay? Because people are only going to do when they're ready to do it. And you shouldn't be in the business of begging people to work with you, because those are not your people. A lot of times people looking for free. Now, free is not bad, but I don't even like to call it free, because see, people don't value free. Free, when you get something free, tell the truth. Do you literally protect it? Do you literally care for it like you paid for it? If you're paying for something, you're going to be like, oh, no, I wish this would get messed up. I wish you would break that. I wish you would take that away when you pay for something. But when it's free, you're like, I ain't pay for it no way. Real talk. Real talk. So reassess your business products. See if everything you have is a package that's designed for your customer. Number 3, you want to calculate your monthly income. Now, in the first quarter, we started off really good and then we lost a little bit. And so I had to go back and do this assessment that I'm speaking with you about and reevaluate how I was approaching what I was trying to do. And once I saw I was losing income, of course, I had to quit that because you can't do nothing and you can't be in business and say you're in business. It's a hobby or a business. Which one is it? And so I had to go back and reassess. And once I began to reassess, I'm like, okay, I need to extract that. You have to do that constantly in your business. You must be working on your business plan daily. And when you're working on your business plan daily, it's easy to extract things that don't belong there. And so calculating my monthly income, when I saw something was taken away from my income, I began to reassess that. And I removed that from my monthly withdrawals. Sometimes that can be people. Yes, Lord. Sometimes that could be people. You have to look at your deposits and you have to look at your withdrawals. Sometimes that can be people. Sometimes that can be merchandise, things, situations, conversations. Do you hear me? It could be a whole lot of things. But you must look at your monthly income. So when I spoke to you earlier and I said time is money, money is time, that's your income. Some things you can do that are complementary, but you're getting paid based on knowledge. You're getting paid based on resources. You're getting paid because it's helping you enable yourself to do better in your life and in your business. But things that are withdrawing from you, that are taking too much of your time, your energy, and sometimes even your conversation. You know, I've learned through the Spirit of God and just being a businesswoman, all conversations ain't good conversations, and some of them don't go nowhere. Look, if it ain't going nowhere, why are we talking? Why are we talking if the conversation ain't going nowhere? It's a waste of my time and yours too. And as a business person, as a man thinketh, so is he. As a woman thinketh, so is she. I'm not going to waste my time with things that don't go anywhere. And it could be a friendship. Friendships come with different levels. You're going to have friends that in your business that want you to do stuff for free. You have to let them know. Do you go to work for free? Okay? We have to really, really understand our monthly income. Is it pinpointing to our goals and our objectives? Whether it's time, whether it's merchandise, whether it's conversations, whatever it is, know what's for you. Number 4, you want to elevate those conversations. So as I mentioned earlier, a lot of times people come into your feed, they come into your story, they stay in your stories, they stay on your page and think you don't see them. Yeah, we do. If you analytically look at your information and your data, you'll see who show up all the time. Same people all the time. They show up. They interested in what you do. They just don't know how to say they're interested. Some people will say, oh, I sent you an email. They never respond. Never do. Don't let that ruffle your feathers. Just keep going, keep growing, keep manifesting, and keep being great at who you are. But you also need to understand that you have to elevate those conversations. Start talking to people. About a couple of weeks ago, I was out of town on business, and I personally was a little afraid to speak to this person. My husband said, girl, get up and speak to them. You never know how that may turn out. Well, he was right. Got up, had a conversation with them, and it turned into multiple figures. You got to have conversations with people, because the conversations that you don't have, somebody else is having. And that could have been your blessing. Now, as a faith believer, what God has for you, it is for you. But guess what? God gives us the ability to open our mouth. Okay? If you don't ask, you will not receive. You got to start asking for things. You got to start talking to people. What can I do to help you? Why you come show up every day watching me? Why are you on my page all the time if I can't help you? Learn how to reach out to people and see what they need. Because, see, everybody needs somebody, and everybody can help somebody. No matter how it is, we can all help each other be great and be better at what we do. No same business. Sorry about that. My battery's getting ready to go down. But if we're in the same business, we can help each other with something. If we're in non-competing business, and I like competition. I think competition is great. And why do I think competition is great? Because I've been in competition my whole life with businesses that I run, with opportunities in sales and management and all that kind of stuff. But I always looked at it as a opportunity to, number one, get to know them better. Perhaps maybe they're doing something that I need to do better. Perhaps they are doing something that they can teach me that I don't know. We all can learn from somebody and something. Every moment is a teachable moment. Every moment is. So let's begin to elevate those conversations. That's number 4. And number 5, the last thing I want to share with you is that start asking your customers to give reviews or compliments or something along those lines, because people, even if they follow you every day, if they're following you every day, they're getting something from you. And a real person that really is enjoying what you're doing won't have a problem sharing, hey, you helped me right here. Or when you said this or when you did that, that helped me as well. Start asking for those reviews. I've been asking for them more and more. At first, I used to be kind of like, well, whatever, I'm not going to ask for them. But lately, I've been asking for them a little bit more. And what I've been finding out, they've been really pleasing and some things that I needed to work on, too. I got a review from someone a couple of days ago, and they were like, well, this was great. I love the opportunity. Everything was great. However, if this had been added, then it would have made it 100% the best. And I needed to hear that. Some things we need to hear, and we may not want to hear them, but those things that we need to hear are meant for us to be better at what we do. So don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to, if you get the results that you didn't expect, because nobody's perfect and nothing is perfect. Everything gets better the more you work on it and the more you understand that perfection doesn't exist. And I am a perfectionist, I must say that. Hey, Kim Lynn, how you doing? Hey, Sharice, what's going on? I am a perfectionist, and I've learned to not be. Why? Because as a perfectionist, I get nothing done. I get nothing done. I make a whole bunch of excuses. I procrastinate as a perfectionist. But when I learned that perfectionism can be used as a learning tool for me, as an opportunity for me to better myself in everything that I do, and I run multiple businesses, I've learned to accept it better. And I've learned to do it better. Thank you. Hello. Great. Yes, Kim Lynn. Yes, Sharice. So I hope these 5 ways to revamp your business in this last quarter, 2021, I want each and every one of you all to commit to yourself. If you're working a job, commit to yourself that you're going to be better at what you do, and take those tools and use them. Now, I'm a believer that everybody needs a side hustle. And if COVID did not teach you that, I don't know what to say. COVID taught me to start multiple businesses. And in a business that I currently have, I didn't even expect that a business will grow out of that. And every business that I have is another attachment to it. But I learned that I had to add in order to grow. Whether if it was another product, if it was another service, something. Because nothing is guaranteed. Not even your business. Your job ain't guaranteed. Your business ain't guaranteed. But the thing with a business is, I'm in control of my income. When you have a job, yes, amen, Kim Lynn. When you have a job, you're not in control of your income, because they can let you go any day. They can say, we don't need your services anymore. They can say, you've exceeded, you're welcome, take your bags and go. And what will you do then? And that's why I encourage everybody, no matter what it is, you got skills on your job that you utilize every day. If you're in bookkeeping, I have a client right now, she been doing accounting, bookkeeping her whole life. That's all she knows. She did it for the school district. She did it for major corporations. And she's nearing retirement like myself. I'm going to be up out of here soon working, okay? But she's nearing retirement. And she literally is taking those skills and doing little side hustle things, as she calls them, doing her little side hustles and making some extra income while she's still working and planning for her retirement. And a lot of people, I've read many studies, are not prepared for retirement. or not prepared. I even looked at my own and said, I ain't ready for retirement yet. I need to make a little bit more money, okay? Because I'm that person that's going to be sitting on the beach drinking a martini, relaxing and chilling while my businesses are working for me. And so I'm prepping my sons, even though they are all other careers that they choose to manifest in, and I praise that and I lift them up. But I want them to know you got something else here too that we've built for you, and that you need to take over that so we can create generational wealth. And in that generational wealth, I want them to understand the business practice, and they're still learning. My college graduate, my oldest son, we're teaching him, and he's at our side, but he's also preparing to go play professional basketball. So, I don't want to steer them away from their dreams, but I also want them to know that you got something to fall back on when life falls on you. And we all need to be prepared for that. Hey, Tony, how you doing? We all need to be prepared. What are you leaving your legacy? What are you leaving your legacy? What are you leaving your legacy? I ask that question and people never give me an answer. Generational wealth. Amen. What are you leaving your legacy? And your legacy is not just your children. It's their children and their children and their children and their children. What will your name say when you're no longer here? When you get over 50, as I am now, 52, when you get in your 50s, you start thinking about life different. In fact, I started thinking about life different in my 40s because I'm like, whoa. And then my husband mentioned to me the other day that one of his friends told him, look, I got 30 more years on this earth. I'm going to make it the best I possibly can. And I ain't thinking like that. I'm thinking God going to give me another 50, 60, 70. Look at here, okay? But you have to always be prepared because no man knows the day, time, or hour for anything. And you have to always be prepared. And I don't think you can ever prepare enough. And so I'm always sitting down, analyzing, observing, evaluating. And when you're thinking about your business, think the same way, because your business is your life. As a certified life coach, as a certified business coach with multiple degrees, not that any of that matters, because I know people making millions with no degree, okay? It don't matter. If your degree ain't in what you specialize in, it don't matter, all right? But you can still be out here and you can make it and you can be successful. God has given each and every one of us a gift. What is your gift? Have you opened it yet? Do you know what it is? Or is it still packaged up? And you're afraid because you don't know what other people will say or what they will do. Let me just share one last thing with you. A while ago, I used to be so concerned about what people thought about me. And I sit back and I ask myself, are they paying my bills? No, they're not. But when you look for the applause of other people, you begin to give them more authority in your life than you're giving God. I just spoke a word right there. When you allow other people and you look for their validation, you're giving them more authority than you're giving God. I said earlier, God has given you everything that you need inside of you. That business, that book, word, fact, amen. That business, that book, that marriage, everything you need is inside of you, that wealth. And so every morning I get up, part of my affirmation is to speak over myself, my children, my husband, my family, my situations, and watch how God opens them packages that he's put inside of me to deliver. Because what you have is not for you, it's for everybody else. When you keep it for yourself, that's selfish. That's selfish. I ain't say it had to be free either, okay? Yeah, charge for your gifts. Charge for the things that you've been blessed to know and understand, unless you're a charity. But guess what? People get nonprofits confused with profits. Some people don't think nonprofits make money. Excuse me, it's a business. It makes money. Yeah, it does. They just have different write-offs and different business structures. Still a business. I hope this information has helped you all, and I thank you for being a part of my space. I'm Nichelle, the Startup CEO. I help you to start, market, grow, and profit in your business and in your life. And how do I do that? By helping you unwrap the gifts that you currently have that you probably don't even know that is a gift. Somebody told you were great at it. Open that gift, manifest it, profit in it. All right? So, blessings and peace unto you. Thank you all for being here. I got to get started because it's getting dark and my peeps are on their way and they're going to be like, you ain't done nothing? Well, I've been with my people. All right. Take care. Bye. Now let's see if I can get out of here. Thank you. You have a wonderful day as well, Miss Myrtle. How can I get out of here, y'all? I be forgetting. I'm getting better, y'all. I am getting better. Let's see. There you go. Adios.